On this week's episode of Surrey Sports Park Behind the Scenes, Member Experience Manager Nathan Carr takes you around the building. Head of Operations Dave Hitchcock provides an update on our new Keep Left policy. University of Surrey groundsman Ian Main explains the work the team have been doing to maintain our pitches. Harlequins are back in training at SSP, and stars Robshaw and Danny Care discuss how returning to rugby is going. Finally, we show you our brand new booking system for the very first time.
Hi, my name is Nathan Carr. I'm the Member Experience Manager at SSP. I hope you guys are all doing great. And in today's Behind the Scenes, I really want to delve in and give you a perspective of what life will be like for you as a member or a user of SSP once we reopen our doors and welcome you back with open arms. So I'm going to speak to a lot of our colleagues today to really delve in and try and get as much information as possible for you. So I'm heading over to reception to speak to Dave Hitchcock, who is our head of operations, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about how things have changed upon entering the building at reception and what you'll need to do moving forward.
Reception is obviously on the right hand side, and once you come through you'll be checked in for your activity, but when you get to the turnstiles the general flow of the building is going to be to the left. This will all be signed with arrows on the floor, so it's about sticking to the left hand side. However, when you get to individual locations, the rooms and the exercise in those rooms will dictate the flow of people. Again, it will be signed, but it's not necessarily on the left or on the right. So communal areas is definitely to the left. Once you get to somewhere like the gym, the turnstiles on the right hand side, so the flow will naturally be on the to the right as well. So it's just, we're trying to understand that that layout for individual areas now. We've got the communal areas, so it's the individual areas that we need to look at.
So I'm just heading outside now to speak to Ian, who is the sports groundman at the University of Surrey. And if you didn't know, the university have been keeping the surfaces, the playing surfaces outside ready and available for Harlequins, and also getting them in prime condition, so that when students return to active sport, they will have a perfect condition to play.
We were not working on the playing pitches for about a week and a half, and then we decided that we needed to come back for Harlequins because they were still using the facility, and an awful lot of other people were using the facility when they were allowed to. So we had a lot of casual play, and we had a lot of people that were coming using the estate. So we needed to look after the estate. That goes from looking after the trees to then looking after the playing fields themselves. The playing fields, we have currently 8 grass pitches that we look after. 65% of those with mothballed. So we haven't mowed them for a very long time, and that's why they don't look so good. However, the Harlequin surfaces, we made a decision that we'd need to come back fairly early to get those back. Otherwise, what happens is the longer you leave a surface to Mother Nature, the longer it takes it to get it back. I think the next steps is getting a guide from Surrey Sports Park about how we're going to use the grass surfaces. So that'll be working with the management team from Surrey Sports Park to try and work out the best use of the surfaces. And also we'll need to take a bit of a guide from what the FA are going to do and the RFU. You know, when's grassroots football going to get back up and running? When's grassroots rugby going to start again? When are the students coming back? And how is that going to look? You know, how are we going to be able to social distance and still play rugby or football or any other sport across?
It's been good to be back involved, good to train at the club again and just with people again. I mean, I think everyone's done kind of HIIT classes in their kitchen or run in the park, or some guys have been down here on the pitches, but yeah, training your own is pretty boring after a while. So yeah, it's nice to see some familiar faces, and you can tell there's a great buzz about the place, and everyone's excited to see each other again.
It's definitely different to the normal sort of pre-seasons, but it's been great to be back with a few of the boys. We're all in groups of sort of 6 or 7, so you don't see everyone, but we've got a good group of lads who are having a bit of fun, and it's nice to run alongside people rather than yourself.
While Surrey Sports Park has been closed, our team have been working hard behind the scenes to create a brand new booking system for you to use when you come back. As you can see on the screen, here is a teaser of what it's going to look like. Our booking system has never been easier to use, As you can see on the screen, you can break it down and search for exactly what you're looking for and the timings, and it will appear in the search bar, and you can easily book on or add to your basket. These will then appear in your My Bookings page. Keep an eye out as we provide more updates on this booking system in the coming weeks.
It was great to get back into the building, see some of my colleagues and delve into what's been going on behind the scenes. And I really look forward to welcoming you all back to SSP very soon.